since the sudden release of the early access for 2SKO, this game has slowly been on the decline, but not for the reason you would assume. I know you're probably thinking it gotta be the game balancing, because there ain't no way Echo's doing 360 spins, Teemo is doing slingshots, Ari is hitting people with infinite stuff. No, calm down. When it comes to outside the game, this has been a problem that actually been addressed by one of the devs, and that's them bringing 2SKO on console. When it comes to fighting games as a whole, a lot of people is on console. Not a lot of people can afford PCs, because a good PC or just a good amount spent on a PC is probably like $1,000 and up. A lot of people don't have that, but a lot of people do have $300, $400, or possibly $500 to actually just spend and just throw out a console that's good at running a good amount of games. So the fact that this is not on console is actually just lowering the player base a lot. I have been running against these same players, these same exact players over and over and over and over in rank. Like, holy, like, please let me fight somebody else, bro. It gets to a general point. When it comes to characters that actually need to be implemented inside this game, I feel like Katarina, Akali, and Set, those are the three characters that I feel like need to be inside this game, because of the playstyles that they actually have in League, like the TP and etc. And it gives them a little bit more of a chance to actually just, you know, pull in more players. You want to be adding the most popular like characters as a whole. Like Lee Sin should have had been in the game instead of Teemo. I feel like Teemo should have had been in the game a little bit later. They added in Teemo. I seen Teemo in Arcane, which is kind of cool, when somebody was going through somebody's book. But other than that, I feel like adding Teemo that quick was like, it was just unprompted. I know they was doing like the whole Arcane thing, like with Echo, Jinx, etc. But I just feel like Teemo should have had been a little bit later. They should have added like Set, Katarina, Kali, somebody that's a little bit how would I say attention pulling. I haven't seen a person ever say, yo, Teemo's my favorite character. They're trolling, bro. They're trolling or they weird, bro. I'm telling you, if somebody have said Teemo's their favorite character, they're trolling or they're weird. But the specific characters that actually allow people to pull in attention, like I said, Katarina, Akali, Silas, probably Set. There's characters that you possibly could perfectly see inside of this game that should have had been in this game instead of some of these other characters. There's no point of adding like double Jinx, or not Jinx, but double Zoners, like Teemo or Jinx. Vi instead they didn't ask what was her name, Savaka, I think her name is Savaka. They didn't add her, but they added Vi. But the fact that, you know, they didn't double down on these playstyles, so besides like the Zoner. So my whole thing is there's too many characters to where I just feel like they shouldn't have been added yet. Like Braum, for example. I know there's a big body, but you literally have Alawi, you literally have Darius, and then you have Blitzcrank for a big body. Blitzcrank is a little bit more extendable when it comes to just command grabbing as a whole, but what is Braum there for? I don't know either, bruh. But there's other characters, like I said, Set, Katarina, Akali, add one of the bow characters, add one of the flying characters. Like there's so many other characters that actually bring a different, like just brand new play styles to fighting games, or just enhance the play style or the role in like inside fighting games. I just feel like that's a little bit weird that some of these characters are actually just not in the game. Another problem that I generally have with this game is cross promotion. Now when it comes to promoting this game as a whole, you're of course going to see it on YouTube because they have a lot of money. They have a good amount of money to actually fund, like companies give they side companies or whoever actually is working on the game money to like advertise with, and they have been advertising on YouTube a lot. But my whole thing is, when it comes to just advertising, you have to cross progress the advertisement from different games. For example, if you add in League of Legends characters, make it to where like, yo, y'all can get this free skin, y'all get this free color, y'all can get this, y'all get that. If y'all just download the game, pull up, do the combo trials, download the game, pull up, probably do a rank, download the etc. Right? It gives you a whole different outlook on the game, because now it's like, okay, I could achieve this by hopping on this game. I just play like 40 minutes of League of Legends. I'm kind of tilted. Let me go hop on this game. Now this might not be the best game to actually play when you're tilted, but my whole thing is just like, bro, it's understanding, you know. It just brings people and it's pulling people from the other game. It's League of Legends, underneath League of Legends, so we gotta bring people from League to the fighting game. Cross progress like some advertisements, some skins, some colors, some like the only way you're actually able to achieve it is by bringing yourself from League of Legends to playing 2SKO. And you would get that skin in League by playing 2SKO, and having that as a whole, just a whole way of just gaining attention to the game, but just bringing attention as a whole to the game is amazing. I'm pretty sure everybody would agree to that. The whole point is bringing attention to the game and making this game as popular as possible and bringing the most attention just to bring it out into the community. Now there have been things like Sage and Slam and stuff, and locals and majors that's actually bringing more attention to the game, especially in Japan. 2SKO in Japan is actually growing, But my whole thing is like you want to be able to bring some of these players to the fighting game. Like for example, right? I'm gonna do this for example. For example, right? Let's say if T1 just won the World Finals or the Worlds, whatever it's called, right? Worlds, right? Imagine if the characters that they played was in the game and you was able to get a T1 skin. You see how crazy that would be? Like, yo, I'm able to get a T1 skin in a fighting game, and the T1 skin design would actually be like, it would be insane, right? That would be hype. That would be hype. That would pull people in. Like all the T1 fanboys, they be like, hey, I got my faker skin. I'm going crazy. I'm about to go crazy because of whatever character is actually in the game, you know? So my whole thing is that you want to be able to pull league players from the treacherous wherever they got going on, because you know they in the trap, they in the infinite void, and bring them over to 2SKO. So I feel like that's one of the biggest problems too. When it comes to balancing, I don't feel like it generally is a problem. Yes, the team that I play probably avoid a lot of the problems. For example, I play Yasuo Echo. My secondary team is actually Echo Teemo. Why? Don't know. I just like, I just like pissing people off. I just feel like that team actually just pisses people off. But my whole thing is, right, when it comes to the balancing, in my opinion, characters don't really have a way to fight the main 4 people side of the game. Like, the chances of seeing people place or just win a tournament without Ahri, Echo, Teemo, or Yasuo is very slim. Very slim. If somebody plays high up without 4 of those characters or without one of those 4 characters, I promise you it's because somebody else that was crazy or just another crazy player just wasn't there to stop them. Because that's how oppressive it feels, like statistically on paper and just viewing. Like that's how oppressive it feels. But other than that, I don't really have a problem, but on paper there is a problem with the 4 like horsemen, like with the 4 characters. That's also been addressed, so I'm not really mad about that, you know, as a whole, because it is being addressed. They're going to be coming out with a patch for this soon, so I'm actually happy about that. But when it comes to specific characters, I mean, we could just go to the character select and just generally see it. Like, there's problems with every single possible character. Ahri shouldn't be having the amount of hits that she have, and the heavy into special 2 lasted so long is diabolical, bro. When it comes to her level 1 being able to come back and actually hit you when it completely whips, that should not be a thing. Echo things don't even do that. I don't even know why that even does. Like, I don't know why that does that, like, at all. Darius sometimes shouldn't be able to just do button into level 1 and then do 30% of your health with bleed. Like that's just brainless. Like, add a little bit more onto it. Like, let them add a few more hits. Add a few more hits into that. They don't have to do that. They doing 30% just off of luck, and I just got the hit. It is what it is. Alawi. Now Alawi, Vi, they have these weird hitbox like moves, right? They have these weird hitbox moves, so where they able to do like a cross up, or they would just accidentally jump over you and try to hit you with the move, and then it would hit you cross up for whatever reason. I don't know. The move is advancing forward, but it still hits behind them. I think a special 2 in the air, and I think Vi heavy in the air. Some of these moves actually have to get looked at. Some of these moves is like hitting both sides. They're hitting left and right. Don't know why that's a thing. That's just unfair. They never had that in Marvel vs. Capcom a lot that I've seen. So the fact that it's actually happening is kind of weird. Another problem that I have inside this game is there's too many situations to where I'm playing this game and I'm just like, yo, why am I looking that way? Like, there's too many situations in the game to where I am generally like, yo, why am I looking that way? No, absolutely no reason. I'm not sure it's because of the camera, because the camera is also bad inside this game. This camera is another problem inside this game because it locks on for certain reasons. Like, I don't know why the camera locks on for certain reasons. Like, if you press special 2 with Yasuo and call in Echo, like, he could just run up. He could just completely run up and the camera don't move, even though, like, I don't know why. Like, zoom it out completely. You're keeping me in this box for whatever reason, and it's unprompted. Like, it's really like I'm not even, like, I tried to escape, I can't even escape because the camera is locking. I don't know how people really thought that camera lock is honestly a different skill. Like having offense, being good at defense is another thing, but camera locking somebody camera down is a different type of skill, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's just a lot of hitboxes inside this game that need to be fixed. The balancing, I don't really have a problem because of my team, but I know on paper there is a big problem. Push blocking is also wonky because push blocking does not push back the assist or push back one person, and it's like you get the assist back in 3 seconds. So it's just like, bro, like what is going on? Like, I just baited out they push block. They block it again. They gonna get it back in 2 seconds. Like, hey, fam. It was another moment to where I actually hit an assist and it came back within 2 seconds, and then it just push block, and then I was just in a bad situation. Like, bro, like there's no way assists come back that fast. There should be no reason why assists come back that fast off of certain situations. I feel like if I hit you, if you push block, like there should be some penalties. Like yo, you could buff it so where you're less negative on push block, but like you push back the assist and the point character, and it takes more time for like your assist to actually come back, like 6 seconds, 7 seconds. Like I'm cool with that, but it gets to a point to where like I get push block, I could just call an assist. Now my assist is up there. And it's just like, bro, if I do a move, like if I'm playing Ari and I do medium heavy special 2 or heavy special 2, you know, I could just run back up on my point character and then go for a mix. That's how wonky this game gets sometimes. So like some of the things have to be tweaked. It is what it is from there. But other than that, I think that's pretty much the problems that I really have. Balancing on paper is really bad. I don't personally have a problem with it, like I said, but balancing on paper is really bad. When it comes to the console, they have already addressed the consoles. Bringing this game on console, I just feel like they need to do that as fast as possible, bro. Like the game, I've been playing against the same people over and over and over and over and over, and it generally gets to a point. Cross promotion, like from different games, I feel like you need to start bringing people from League onto this game, so that way, you know, you could just have a little bit more momentum, and there is needed characters. Just needed characters, and there's fixes on core mechanics that need to actually be happening. But needed characters also needed, because if there's not a character that's really enjoyable, who's going to play this game? Let's be realistic. Other than that, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me know down below what's your problems on 2SKO or how you feel about 2SKO. I'll catch you next one, y'all. Peace out.